everybody. Hello. Long time no see, right?
I just got my ancestry DNA results.
Hopefully everyone is doing well. I'm going to give you a few minutes just to get in here. Just a few minutes. Or maybe a few seconds, not a few minutes. We can't wait all day. I'm just playing. Hopefully everybody is doing well. I want you all to make sure that you share, like, and share this broadcast. Yo, my best friend is in the room. Y'all say hi. Nicole Jones, aka the CEO and founder of the Lighthouse Collective. She's pretty dope. Whoever else is in here, hello. There's polls on this live, so please answer the questions because I want to reveal what that looks like at the end of this live today. You see the title. It's called Accountability. What does your public platform say about you? All right. So come in, share. Hello. Please share. Welcome. Praise the Lord, everybody. I'm just playing. Okay, that's enough, right? All right. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get started. Please like and share. I know it's been a minute, so I know a lot of my people are going to be shocked to even see this. If you're catching the replay, hello, show me some love, give me some hearts, all of that good stuff. I know it's been forever. I know. Don't judge me. Okay, so tonight's live was inspired by CeeLo Green. Okay, I'm actually a big fan anyway, but I had the opportunity rather to attend the A3C festival a few weeks back. He and Goody Mob talked about accountability in their platform and why they felt it was important. So after leaving that session, I felt completely inspired and empowered to share this with you guys. Okay, I felt like it was important that we had this conversation. So I want you to invite all of your entrepreneur friends, your worship leaders, your pastors, your public speakers, your rappers, whoever it is, artists, whatever, whoever it is. I want you to invite them to this live. Just want to talk to you for a few minutes. Whoever that is just came in, hello, welcome. Please like, please share. Oh, and before I move forward too, I want to say thank you because you guys have been showing the I Am Chavea brand like so much love. And we actually reached another goal as far as our likes are concerned this week. So really within the past 2 days, I think we got like 60 something likes. So thanks guys. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Y'all are my homies. No, for real. Okay. All right, let's get into this. I want to talk a little bit about accountability. Accountability, I said earlier, I want to make sure you know the title. Who is it? Hey, what does your public platform say about you? Hold on, y'all. My throat's itchy. No, I'm not advertising, but if you don't go to Chick-fil-A, you're not safe. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, this weather's getting me today. Okay, so accountability is the breeding ground for excellence. The moment you start making yourself a public figure, or the moment you step into that arena, is the moment that you are making yourself accountable. That's the moment that you take on the responsibility of your audience. You know, I want to talk about that for a second. Hey, how are you? Good to see you guys. I know y'all are hype. I am too. I'm really excited about this. So my hope at the end of this is that we all will recognize our ability to influence the public with our actions, and that we use our successes to positively affect change in somebody's life, community, and even our culture. Y'all laughing at me. Hey, Christina. Hey, Jessica. I think it's important. So I have a few examples I want to discuss today. Hey, Bronson, what's up? What's up? So I want to talk about somebody who has been in the public eye a little bit too much lately. Let's talk about Kanye West. Now, Kanye West, I'm a big fan, by the way, of him in the earlier days. He has some really awesome music. He was known for not just politics, but his music, and it was very conscious. Him and some other artists I liked, just so y'all know with my taste. Common, who was just playing in the background. Even Nas, love Nas. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't tell my age, because I didn't say any of the new rappers out, but I really don't know who they are. My best friend can vouch for me on that. But anyway, this isn't about politics. It's about someone who has the money and power, and they're making erratic statements that can affect a demographic of people, our people. I don't know if you guys knew this. I didn't even realize it was him that said this, but during Hurricane Katrina, it was Kanye that said Bush hates black people. Now, he's also had some positive effect, of course. Now, he went from being a conscious rapper again, a producer, to making America great again, to I'm done with politics. So as you see, it's inconsistency in his platform. He used it to at one point do something great, but as time went on, I think there was some random issue with him coming and disrupting Taylor Swift's speech, even just little things that he's done that has gotten him attention. Honestly, to be honest, I don't even know when the last time he put some music out, to be honest. But he used his platform in a way to create confusion through his inconsistencies. So it's a little, and that's not about politics, okay? This is not about politics. Also, we think about another example, Charles Barkley. This is going to also be for the old heads, aka Coco, Ancient of Days. I'm sorry. I am not a role model, is something he said, and that it blows my mind. I was thinking about something the other day. I want you to know that in your platform, whether it's an artist or whether you are a public speaker or whether you are a preacher even, because sometimes we look at that just so spiritual and we forget that we actually have responsibility as well to the public, not just our flock, but the people who are watching us. I mean, you have famous preachers. One of my favorites who's always inspiring me is Bishop T.D. Jakes. I use a lot of his quotes. He's just an amazing, inspirational type of bishop. And I don't think I've ever heard anything really bad about him when it comes to the news or anything in the public eye. He's always just being positive, always trying to help us as a people, inspire us. And that should be all of our goal. We have a responsibility to these people, to our public eye. There's some little girl, there's some little boy who looks up to you, who thinks that, you're their role model. What is it that you are putting out there for our future presidents and doctors and, these little kids? They're just sitting watching you. I know, for example, for myself, there have been times that I have been going through a lot. And this is something that I am really, really big on, especially being someone who's in the public eye a lot, a leader. I've always been a leader since the age of 15. Something I cannot stand is people who put their business and their feelings on social media. What I try to do is I use my platform to encourage and inspire. And to be honest with you, in turn, what encourages and what inspires me is your response, you guys. The people who love the I Am Chavea brand, that inspires me. And what happens in that moment is it's what uplifts me. It's what helps me power through that difficult time. So there are some positives, excuse me, guys. There are some positives to, being positive no matter what. I mean, you have all these people just sitting and watching you. It's super important. Now, we're talking about Kanye West using his platform to create confusion through his inconsistencies. Our generation's greater demand for accountability from public figures comes as a result of the merging of pop culture and the internet. It's making celebrity lives relevant and consumable. So, for example, you have like E! News, TMZ, Access Hollywood, even what's become really popular lately is Dish Nation. I mean, look at the name, kind of speaks volumes. But those things have made us, very aware of even the personal dealings of celebrities. I mean, think about when everything was going on with the Kardashian family, and they were trying to figure out who Khloe Kardashian's dad was. Like, everything in your life becomes public information. So it's just important to make sure that you are using your platform for positivity, for even laughter, maybe fun, maybe you get on there and you're telling jokes. I think about like, what's her name? Tiffany Haddish. I love her. To me, she is a great example, excuse me, y'all, of a artist that is, of a comedian that is positive. One thing that I've noticed with her is she's always spreading positivity, even when she's doing interviews and whatnot. I love the fact that it's not always the hood that, you know, we see in her, but she's also an entrepreneur. And I'm sure that there's some little girl at home watching Tiffany Haddish. Shoot, I'm watching Tiffany Haddish. I'm just saying. But keep in mind that everything that you do is going to be scrutinized, whether it be good or bad. You know what I mean? It's going to be scrutinized. So my advice to you is to be 100% authentically yourself. Walk in your own identity, but make good decisions. It's okay to be who it is that you are. You know, we're talking just religious beliefs, sexuality, or whatever, all those things. It's okay to be who you are, but make good decisions. You know what I mean? The moment you step into the public eye also comes with the responsibility for accountability, which means that your actions must come with justification. You have to be able to justify what it is that you've done. One of my favorite artists, I got another example, and I don't have this in my notes tonight, but one of my favorite artists is Chris Brown. And Chris Brown at one point was all in the news because of some of the decisions that Chris Brown made. I was not a little girl, but I was in high school, I believe, maybe freshman year when Chris Brown came out. And I was like a huge fan of Chris Brown. He might have been one of my posters on my wall. My mom and dad can tell you about those posters. But he might have been one of the posters on my wall. I was a big, huge Chris Brown fan. So imagine what it did to me seeing him, not just, you know, having a crush on him as a little girl, but seeing him as a role model for me, the upcoming artist. Think about what that did for me when it came out that Chris Brown was beating on his girlfriend. That crushed me. I ain't gonna even lie. I was like, what? Not Chris Brown. Like, he can do no wrong. He's perfect. But anyway, just an example of something that I dealt with. Also, I want to talk about the fact that, and I'm not judging anybody. I want to be clear. We're not judging. All of us are human. And at the end of the day, we're all going to make mistakes. But be intentional about every move that you make in the public eye. You know, I feel like it's so important. I've learned some valuable lessons, man, as being a leader, even in the church. It's important. Something my best friend used to tell me all the time is to not let everybody in your circle. And as a leader, that is something that, I mean, it is so important. It could become detrimental. I mean, we're not perfect, but people, to be honest, sometimes they do put you on a pedestal. And they don't mean to, but if you're in the public eye or in a position of leadership, they expect for you to be up here. And some people can't handle what may be your human nature, or maybe human nature for you, or it may just be your downfall. Maybe you have a moment, but it's important that you have those moments outside of the public eye. We're going to make those mistakes. We're going to have those moments. I just believe that we have people that are assigned to us. There's a little girl, again, watching. There's a little boy that you're supposed to be someone who's looking up to you. That's why we have to be accountable. So, to be honest, this is something that is really dear to my heart. I've been a worship leader for almost 12. Well, now I guess I'm going on 13 years. My parents, they put me in that position at the age of 15. So I've learned a lot. I've grown up as a leader, and literally grown up as a leader. And I have done things like allowed people into my space and circle. And you got to think, I started leading worship at 15. So I grew up a lot between 15 and now 27. There's a lot of things that I went through in my life that people witnessed. But at this age, what I'm learning is that you have to be very, very careful who you allow that close to you. Okay. I want you to do something though. I have a little bit of advice, and this bit of advice is for the followers of those celebrities, the followers of the public figures, the followers of I Am Chavea. People that are in the spotlight are people that are also imperfect. They're actually a lot like you. They're human. So my advice to you is to eat the fish and spit out the bones. We can't allow their behavior to, and I'm gonna, make sure that I hold myself accountable. So you can't allow my behavior or words to affect your character. At the end of the day, that's all you have is your character. When you leave this world, I don't know about you, but it's important to me that people, when I leave this world, that I leave not only a legacy, but I want to make sure that I make a positive impact on this world. So also for those in the church as well, I want you to know that we can't allow the public figures of the church, bishops, pastors, to negatively affect our relationship with God. You have to have your own personal relationship with God. And you have to know that even pastors are imperfect. Even bishops are imperfect. Bishop T.D. Jakes, he might be real close to God. I can't even, I'm just playing. I'm serious. But at the same time, he's not perfect. And he may make a mistake. There may come a point in time when he makes a mistake. And we have to understand that, just like we would want someone to understand that we make mistakes, right? Okay. So I have a question, which I believe is one of my questions. Did you guys answer the poll? No, you didn't. Y'all on here, so I want you guys to respond. The question was, do you feel that public figures should be held accountable for their words? I'm just curious. Anybody on here? I want to know your opinion. You can type it on the screen, or you can just respond to the poll. Let's see. You can respond there. Do you feel that public figures should be held accountable for their words? I'm going to give you my opinion. Looks like I got 100% yes. That's my opinion too. I believe that everything that you say matters. We just talked about, which, not to keep using him because he's not perfect either, and I still appreciate and love his work. His artistry is amazing. But we used Kanye West earlier when he said that Bush hates black people, for example. Yes, you should be held accountable for that because it's important. You have an effect on all of us. I think about one thing that bothers me. Not a huge hip hop fan, so I try not to use this because maybe it's just not something I understand. But I have even brothers that love hip hop, and I know, for instance, there are some rappers that a lot of times use a lot of most of the lyrics that I hear these days, not the rappers that I grew up with, but it's a lot about sex and killing people and drugs. And I'm not saying that those things don't exist, but entrepreneurship and as well as success and higher education also exists. Why can't we promote the positive things? Our kids are actually listening to this music, and I have seen young men and young women literally follow after those artists, those rappers as well. 2 Chainz even has a college degree. I'm gonna tell you, one of the most brilliant rappers, Lil Wayne. He's a genius. His lyrics are amazing. But even him, he talks about how he grew up as well. He also talks about his background in education. I've heard him talk about some real things. I love even Jay-Z, to be honest with you. And I will say that his music is it's pretty positive. I love it. It's real. It's raw. There's nothing wrong with you telling your story. But let me get off my soapbox on that. But anyway, so I think there's one more question on here. Oh, yes. So something that I made a statement about, I meant to tell you guys. So too often I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, I feel like that with a creative license comes too much freedom. So my other question to you is, should there be a limit on creative license? This is my last question, and then I gotta share this song with you guys. Should there be a limit on creative license? Now, I say that because I do know for a fact that some people feel like they can do whatever they want to do, and when they get in that space as far as creativity is concerned, there are all kinds of things that go on that I will not even talk about. But should there be a limit on creative license? Because to me, it becomes, it's too free. Like you become not just free, but as a pastor I know said, you just become loose. Okay, you just become loose. I'm just curious, what do you guys think? Should there be a limit on creative license? Let's see. Okay, y'all agree with me? There should be. I agree. I agree. And it is the same as freedom of speech, you know? Oh, okay. So actually you guys are saying no. There shouldn't be a limit on creative license. I'm curious. The reason why, I feel like there should be, let's see. Hey. Y'all tell me why y'all think that there should not be a limit. I'm just curious before I give my little speech. Type it up. Tell me why you think there should not be a limit on creative license. I personally feel like there should be. I also feel like that limit probably should come from within. I feel like you should know your limit. It's the same with, having an adult beverage. You should know your limit. I mean, to me, it's the same. Y'all tell me what you think. For those of you that said no. Because we do have to be cautious with recklessness. I mean, we do. And it becomes recklessness. It becomes looseness. I mean, that's just my opinion. But just think about those things. And you still have time to comment as well. Comment. I'll read it. I will respond. I try to respond to everybody, actually. So before I let you guys go tonight, first of all, I want to say thanks for being so faithful. Y'all are like faithful church members. Okay. But thanks for being faithful and thanks for tuning in. I know it's been forever since we've done this, but I want to make sure that you guys knew that I was thinking about you. I've been getting requests about the live, so we are back, and I will make sure that I am consistent with this, okay? It'll be even better next week, I promise. So we're just getting started. Please like and share this video, comment. I will respond. Let's talk about it. Let's get this going. With all these, I feel like with all of us upcoming artists and preachers and singers and public speakers, that it's important that we are accountable. We held accountable. I think CeeLo Green, he was hitting the nail right on the head. I feel like he was on it when he said that we need to be responsible for our actions. We need to be held accountable. I think that it's time for us to hold other celebrities accountable. Think about the effect that they're having on our culture and our schools and our children. So I want to introduce to you a song tonight that kind of ties everything in. I told you that you cannot let your guard down with everybody. I want you to be careful who you let in. Now this song is called Security. It is by Mike Grizzly. I'm probably going to do the challenge, security challenge for those of you who know. But I also want you to know there's a flip side to this. Don't build your walls to your detriment. I'm not telling you to shut down and go into depression. That is not what we're an advocate for tonight, okay? So I want you to just make sure you watch your circle. Just listen for a second. I'm going to share it when we get done tonight. You told me that you hold my hand, but I did not read the fine. I'll let you listen for a second. I assume it's all my fault. The song is amazing. I'll post the link as well once we are done. Gotta reconstruct my world, build it up real tall. Won't let you knock me to the ground.
So I'm gonna build my walls. Won't let nobody in. Won't let nobody in. So I'm gonna build my wall. Won't let it happen again.
Y'all gonna love this song.
Don't let nobody in.
Okay, don't forget, and you've been seeing flyers. Clay Muse is launching soon. I'm super excited about it, to be honest. Also, make sure that you go to iamchavea.com. You go to my booking page and book me for your engagements, your concerts, ministry opportunities. I'd be more than happy. Weddings, whatever it is. I'm excited to not just worship with you guys, but I'm excited to also celebrate with you all. Any conferences you have as well, just make sure that you go there. And also make sure if you know someone who would possibly be interested, invite them to like the Chavea page, I Am Chavea page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can connect with us on all those different platforms as well. I'm going to share this song. We're going to get out of here. It'll be my next post. Y'all have an amazing night, and I cannot wait until next week. Bye, y'all.
So I'm gonna